Angela says, I just started using send-out cards to send out to FSBOs. Too early to say if it will pay off. Keeping my fingers crossed. Well, I'm glad you started sending them cards, Angela, but it's not going to work. And I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but to hope that I'm going to send some postcard and somebody's going to say, hey, honey, look, John sent us a postcard. Let's pay him $9,000 to list our house. Doesn't work that way. The cards have a place in the sequence. There are some cards you're going to send as part of your FSBORINO sequence. There are cards you're going to send as part of the expired sequence. But to rely on a piece of mail to do your job is foolish. And there'll be other more aggressive, better agents, sometimes trained by me, who will take that listing in front of your face. And the reason, and be honest guys, the reason you rely on mail or email or Facebook or whatever else is because you're afraid of the rejection. You don't know what to say. You don't know how to handle the conversations. Am I right or wrong? That's the truth. So let me help you. I'll teach you some things you can say, not scripts, but certain dialogue outlines where if you stick with them, you ask the right questions and you stay on track of that conversation, you start building connection, because that's the foundation of it. The trust that you develop with the client, and that can only be happening with the conversation. Yes, the brochures and the letters and all that other stuff that my systems have, or you send, like send-out cards, is good, but it will not do your job. Your job is to get somebody on the phone and have a conversation. Your job is to set an appointment and go preview the FSBO. Your job is to stop by the expired listing, shake their hand and ask them a few questions, have a conversation. That's part of your job, and you got to be damn good at it. And even with the latest gizmos and the latest technology and the latest tools we have available, it's going to come down to your ability to build connection and trust with people that will impact your bank account more than anything. That's the truth. But most agents don't want to do it because I know it's uncomfortable at first. I know it's not easy at first. I struggled with it. I had an accent, I sounded like a fucking Borat. I sounded retarded. I had the most horrible accent. I sounded... Borat is the best I can tell you. And I struggled with it, and it was hard. I didn't know half the words, real estate, the expert words, you know. I didn't know what square feet meant. I was European, you know, metric. But if I could learn, you can too. If I figured it out, you can too. That's what it's going to come down to. So don't rely on passive methods alone. They're part of it. And we talked about the CRM here. Remember when we talked about how you're going to approach the expireds and for sale by owners? Yes, there will be time where mail is all you got. You're going to flow it. But to hope that that's the only answer, suddenly people will magically call you, is foolish. Don't base your business on that. Grace, oh, what a sweet thing to say. And Grace is a newer agent, and she's kicking butt pretty well. I recommend the path if you need and want Borino's direct help. Come do the path. Just go here, sign up. It's a good program. GoBorino.com. Okay. We have accountability calls on Mondays, then coaching on Wednesdays. Yes, we have a lot of coaching, a lot of ways where I can answer your question. I mean, take my money. We'd love to go to GoBorino.com and sign up. And we have a coaching session, as a matter of fact, tomorrow. So please do join us on that. Hello, Borino. Consistency works. And thanks to you, I wake up every morning fully charged and ready to go. You and your methods rock, rock, rock. James, I appreciate it. And I know you've been at it for a while. You're not a spring chicken when it comes to this business, right? Young man, but with tons of experience. So to comment like that, I very much appreciate that. I don't want to mislead you. I'm not here to bullshit you. If there is something I don't know, I don't teach you. For example, notice I don't teach you shit about buyers. I don't have a Buyer Plus program. I don't teach that course because I tell you the only buyers you should work with are your sellers, buyers who want to move into your listing where you can double end it, or your past clients. That's it. The rest should be delegated to your buyer's agent. It's going to drive you crazy. I was there driving around like an idiot 7 hours a day every weekend and wondering why I was broke. So I only teach you what I know and what works. Okay. Angela says, I'm following up with FSBOs by phone next week that I've sent out cards to. I'm offering them something of value. I'll let you know how it works. Angela, I'll have a better way for you to do that. I mean, that's not a bad plan, but here's what I would do. Get them on the phone and say, I would like to stop by, give me a 5-minute tour tomorrow. That's it. No long conversations, no nothing. You call them up, say, I saw your property, looks like a great property. Maybe I may have a match for it. I don't know. Let me take a quick look. 5 minutes tomorrow. I'm not there to list your house. I'm not here to pressure you or anything. I just want to take a quick look. Can you give me a tour? That's the whole script. I have agents who never called a FSBO in their life. 2 calls, 2 appointments. No joke. Try it. Super easy. Now, you got to be easy about it. Smile. Call. Watch how fantastic it works. Because your goal is to start establishing that connection we've been talking about. And the fastest way to do it is not with cards. Phone helps, but if you can see them in person, that's the best. And don't worry about the drunken monkey that's telling you now about what if they say this, and what if they ask that, and what if they pride this, and what if they give me this objection. Don't worry about that. If it happens, you're going to deal with it. You're going to do the best you can with what you got. Now, with some practice and with some resources, you can really master it, but this is a good start. You're on a very good path. You're good. You got this. You are correct about the system. As far as buyers, I do work with buyers, but I actually focus on seller systems are my #1 challenge. Even my open houses are focused on listings. I get more listing leads than buyers from my open house. Good for you, Michael. That's awesome. Though I would like to eventually get my weekends back. Yeah, I hear you, but that's fantastic. That's a good progress. 100% the systems. Yes, Ken from Vancouver, this stuff works great. Got 7 expired listings in 3 months for new agent. Well done. Thank you, Borino. Awesome. You can do this. Everything that we've talked about today is absolutely doable. A little bit of mindset, a little bit of organization, some systems, some practice. You got to get that communication part in place. Then a CRM, and you're good to go. The focus is on building connection with these people. Because here's the secret. At the end, every client you ever gotten, every listing you will ever take is because they liked you. They trusted you. They respected you. And if things do go sideways on you, start asking yourself, well, where did I trip? What got derailed in that conversation or in that relationship or in that communication? And you can usually pinpoint it pretty accurately, right? You can look at it and go, well, when I said this, I should have said that, or I shouldn't have said that. I should have asked that instead. You know, like one of my biggest thing was, I used to talk too much. Oh, I know, Borino, hard to believe. Such a quiet introvert yourself. No, seriously. It was because I was nervous and I thought, well, the more I talk, the more I sell them, the more they're going to like me. No. But I discovered where the problem was. You know how? I used to have one of these all the time with me. It's a little digital recorder. And I would just hit the button every time I'd call, every time I role play, I practice. And I'm like, holy shit, I talk too much. So I had to cut back. Okay? So you can do the same thing. Test. Where is the breakdown? Where's the problem? Where's the connection not happening? All right, my friends. I think we can wrap up. Good session today. You guys enjoyed it? Good. For those of you coming on board, whether you're getting the FSBO program, the Expired program, or you're coming to do the path with me, I'm thrilled. I think you picked the perfect time. Great timing on your part, because there's plenty of opportunities right now. The door is open right now. I'm not joking. I'm not here to sell you anything, but I want to help. And when I see the opportunity like that, I get all passionate and excited. And I think the fastest way to do that is if you have the right system on your hands, you can do really well. Okay?